When people first hear about sudden awakening, they often imagine a single blinding moment that solves everything forever. Huineng's life seems to encourage this picture. A young woodcutter hears one line of the Diamond Sutra in a marketplace, and something opens. Yet if we read the platform sutra closely, we find that he was careful never to sell awakening as a fireworks display. The signs of real practice, he taught, are quieter and far more trustworthy than any flash of light. They show up not as visions, but as a change in the texture of ordinary life. So what actually changes? The first and most honest answer is that the noise softens. Before, the mind was like a crowded room where everyone talked at once. Thoughts arrived and we grabbed each one, argued with it, followed it down a hallway. After some time with Huineng, the practice of no thought, the same thoughts still come, but the grabbing loosens. This is the heart of Huineng's teaching, and it is worth repeating because it is so easily misheard. No thought does not mean a blank, empty head. It means thoughts pass through without leaving a hook in you. A bird crosses the sky and the sky keeps no trace. That is the first fruit, and it is subtle. You may not even notice it for weeks. Then one day a remark that once would have ruined an afternoon simply rises and falls, and you realize you did not chase it. A second sign is a strange and welcome ordinariness. Beginners sometimes expect that awakening will make life glow with special meaning, that every leaf will shimmer. What Huineng points to is almost the opposite. The leaf is just a leaf, and that is the marvel. The self-nature, the Natura de Buddha, was never somewhere else, never a prize at the end of a long climb. It is already present, like a mirror that was always clean. The famous image is the one Huineng offered against Shengxiu's verse. Shengxiu compared the mind to a mirror that must be wiped daily lest dust settle. Huineng answered that there is fundamentally no mirror and no stand, so where could dust ever cling? The fruit of this insight is relief. You stop polishing. You stop treating your own awareness as a dirty thing to be scrubbed clean before it is worthy. You discover it was bright all along. A third change touches our relationship with effort. Early on, practice can feel like fighting the mind, pushing thoughts down, holding stillness by force. That force is exhausting and it never quite works because the one doing the forcing is part of the noise. As the teaching settles, effort changes character. It becomes less like clenching a fist and more like opening a hand. You are not subduing experience, you are simply ceasing to interfere with it. People often report sleeping better, breathing more freely, carrying their shoulders lower. The body knows when the inner war has paused. Yet Huineng was a realist, and the Platform Sutra warns against false fruits. There is a counterfeit calm that is really just numbness, a person sitting like a stone, proud of feeling nothing. Huineng rejected this firmly. He said that to sit suppressing all thought, mistaking dullness for depth, is to misunderstand meditation entirely. True stillness is alive. It responds, it loves, it acts. The test of genuine practice is not how blank you can become on the cushion, but how clear and kind you are when you stand up and meet a difficult person. Compassion is a fruit too, perhaps the surest one. When the hard knot of self loosens, room appears for others. You are less defended, so you are more present. There is also the matter of doubt and certainty. Many seekers swing between hope and despair, sure one day that they have understood, certain the next that they have lost it. A maturing practice brings a quieter confidence that does not depend on moods. Huineng called the deepest insight a seeing into one's own nature, and once truly seen, it is not the kind of thing that comes and goes like weather. The seeing may be obscured by a busy day, but it is not destroyed, just as clouds do not destroy the sun. This is why he could speak of sudden awakening and gradual cultivation in the same breath without contradiction. The recognition can be instant. The settling of that recognition into every corner of a life takes the rest of that life. We should be careful, finally, not to turn these signs into a checklist for grading ourselves. The moment you measure your calm, you have left it. The fruits Huineng describes ripen best when we are not staring at the branch. They are gifts of attention freely given, not wages earned. To watch for them too hungrily is to plant the very self-concern they are meant to dissolve. If there is one thread running through all of this, it is that real change is recognition rather than acquisition. You do not become someone new. You stop pretending to be smaller and more burdened than you are. The mirror was always clean, the sky always open, the Buddha nature always home. Practice does not manufacture these things. It removes the habit of overlooking them, and what remains is simply you, finally undistracted, finally at ease in your own awareness. In the next chapter, we will leave the language of signs and fruits and turn to stories, examples, and concrete applications, watching how Huineng's teaching meets the ordinary moments of work, conflict, and daily care, where the truth of these ideas is finally tested and lived.